Go Cinderella, orgasm blush, lipstick, Gigasilla, devil in a tight dress, girl, you a killer, and ain't nobody realer, go.
Welcome to episode 6 of the Don't Quote Me podcast. I am your host, Alicia B. Let's just get started. So, I don't really have much that I feel like I need to talk about, just a few thoughts. Juneteenth weekend just passed. I really didn't do much. I wanted to be outside, but by the time like Friday came, I think I was just so burnt out from like editing and all of that because I've been, taking on projects, networking, things of that nature. Which weekend just passed. I do. Okay, Friday, my friend and her husband had like a potluck. Going to their house is just always a good fucking time. It's just like decorated so nicely. They're just, I don't know, I just really like them. They're probably like my favorite couple. Like they know how to host, you know what I mean? Their anniversary party, these niggas had catered food, a DJ, all of that. And I'm like, damn, they actually make being married look good. There was a potluck. Somebody had bought their kids. So I'm like, smoking. And then I see a baby walking like this. And I'm just like, oh, hell. So whatever, had to put it out. Soon as they left, because everybody was like clocking it like, oh, I think they about to leave. They left. And it just turned into like a whole 420 session. Like we was really in there just like smoking for hours. Grown adults, by the way, professionals. Okay. It was just like a good fucking time. Everybody bought whatever they bought to the potluck. Now me, either I was gonna cook a lasagna or bring red velvet cake, right? It was decided that I would bring the red velvet cake and I was like, damn. So I actually wanted to cook for this one, right? I was real busy this week. Now, did I ever have plans of cooking baking the cupcakes myself? No. I did want to get it from a specific place. And then when I went there, there was no more because I waited too fucking long in the week. Like, I don't know why I always do that. I am like the procrastinator, always running late, just something. I had bought these cupcakes from Kroger. Yeah, they was really good. I had quite a few, not gonna lie. But the thing that was like bothering me when I set them out, my friend was like, oh, you left the stickers on? And I was like, oh, you're right. So then I peeled them off, right? Because I thought she would be happy. No, she put my cupcakes in the back, right behind the cucumber salad. Whatever. So yeah. And then, I kind of felt bad because everyone else, they took the potluck seriously and they cooked. And, I brought store-bought cupcakes. So then I started spreading a rumor about myself. I was like, hey, look at these cupcakes that like I made. Now, mind you, they're still in the packaging from the supermarket, but like, well, you really think they know that? I showed somebody, I was like, yeah, I baked these. Somebody was like, so you brought like American flag designed cupcakes to a Juneteenth event? Well, the red, the white, and the blue all ties in together because we are truly, Americans. We've been on this land, I had to make something up, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people wasn't buying my lie about the cupcakes. Everybody just kept questioning me, how did you do the frosting? I'm gonna let y'all know something, right? I have a background in pastry. A lot of people don't know that. I used to be an ice cream technician, right? A part of the job was also making the ice cream and making the ice cream cakes. I know a thing or two about like frosting, you know what I mean? Like that's nothing new to me. So yeah, she's asking me like, oh, well, how did you mix the white and the blue? And I was just like, you know what? A chef never gives out their secrets. And then it just got to the point where I got thinking like, what's with all the science questions? Like, what you want to know what I use this for? And technically the cupcakes were actually appropriate to bring because that red velvet cake is actually chocolate cake. So it just represents how America tries to go over that blackness, you know what I mean? And just try to wipe it away, but still we rise. Oh, and then it was a part where like I had been lying the whole night. Like, let me tell y'all something. Lying is exhausting for me because especially if I'm high, like I'm definitely gonna forget what I just said, right? Yeah, I got accused of something else that night and I couldn't even remember what. And I said with my whole chest, by the way, because I had been like standing my ground, like people keep asking me questions. I'm coming up with answers. Were they good? Probably not. But I had something to say back. I wasn't going down without a fight, right? I made those cupcakes. But I said with my whole chest, I said, no, I didn't do that because this the first time I told the truth all night. So they were like, aha, so you didn't make the cupcakes. Okay, you got me. I didn't make the cupcakes. We all knew, please. I be trying to tell people, don't ever do no crime with me, because all you got to do is like fact check me like one time and I'm telling everything. Like, they don't need to get me no 4 for 4. They don't need to get me no Tim Hortons. They don't need to get me no lasagna, no ice cream, no nothing. They just have to fact check me. I remember, y'all, I really do feel like a piece of paper. So let me tell y'all. Boom. This was when I was living in Jersey and I was in 8th grade, coming from math class into English. On my desk, there was like a note. This is really when I realized I am nosy, because I wanna see what it is, right? Now I'm in detective mode. It starts really early, y'all. I open it up and it's like a real nasty kind of like conversation for like 8th grade. You know what I mean? My jaw was on the floor and they're talking about titties and all this stuff. Now I knew who the girl was. It was a Spanish girl, so I'll leave it there. Her and some other boy, that she was talking to like in her class, but it was just real filthy. So then all the other like black girls, they nosy as well. They was all around me and they're like, what you looking at? So we just reading the note or whatever. And then now I'm on the backside of it. But like my teacher, Mr. Lazinski, I don't know what was wrong with him. And like, this is my thing. I actually was a really good kid and student in 8th grade. I didn't really start causing trouble till like 10th grade, but yeah, I was like a really good fucking kid. I don't know why, but he would always be on my fucking back. I was actually the good one. He just did not want me hanging around like my two best friends. And mind you, we all in the same class. And he was like, you need to focus more. What? I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but I know what the problem was. Quick backstory. I would be there early morning, like right before the doors open for like breakfast. He would see me outside. It'd probably be like cold or some shit like that. So the way to get me inside, he would come up to me, here's like $10, go to this corner store, get me a butter roll, get yourself whatever you want, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, $10 was a lot to me back then. I grew up very poor. Wow. Nigga gave me $10, right? I go, I get me a butter roll. I asked this boy that used to be like on the sets with me if he wanted something or whatever. I gotta remember where I came from. Like, just because I have all this money now doesn't mean I can't share. And that's how I know I'm meant to be rich, because I would give back. And I tell the security guy, like, oh, this is for Mr. Lazinski. I would go to his room, give him the, breakfast or whatever, but he let us stay up there because it'd be cold in Jersey. And I don't understand why they had kids waiting outside. But yeah. And then he was like, okay, thank you. I want to say maybe I had $6+ after I bought like everything, but he ain't asked for his change back. I'm like, what? And I can keep this? Whatever you need, Mr. Lazinski, I'm your girl. Days is passing, weeks is passing. He still just gave me money. One time he gave me whole $20. Yo, I'm really like saving up. Like, this is really like my first fucking gig. I feel like I'm doing a good job getting the butter rolls and bringing it to him. I'm starting to get something for me, a couple other people. Because remember, you always have to give back. One day, he stopped giving me money. And he went up to the boy I used to give the money to and gave him the money. Then he's going to the store. And do y'all even think that he asked me if I wanted anything? People really do forget where they come from. You know what I mean? So he come outside. I'm like, you working for Mr. Lazinski? Like, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Mr. Lazinski said you never give back his change. Hold on. Mr. Lazinski, you never asked. I didn't know that I thought you was paying me for my services. And this had been going on, like I said, for maybe like 3 weeks. Now that I'm older, I realized why that was wrong. I didn't realize teachers made so little. So every day I'm just kind of like robbing this nigga and using it for treats. I feel so bad. If I could give him back that money, I still wouldn't. I don't know why he didn't just ask for his change back. I would have given it back. I feel like this is like a closed mouths don't get fed type situation. I had a point. We were in Mr. Lazinski's class. All the nosy black girls and me were reading the note at my desk. And Mr. Lazinski saw like a gang of like brown. He see me holding like the note. He was like, Alicia, what is that? I panicked because again, I fold like a piece of paper. Like it don't take much. So when he was like, Alicia, what is that? I was like, a note. Oh, he scared me, I really thought I was about to go to jail or something. I thought it was like about me not giving back the change. He took it, snatched it from me, and then he opened it up. He was like, oh, filthy. I had to go to the guidance counselor and tell them everything I read, which again don't make sense to me because there was a gang of brown around me. Why everybody else can't go? He just kept picking on me, but like I really do think it's about the change situation. But you're an English teacher working with inner city kids. So no, but he was like he was like a real good teacher for real, because him and my math teacher, they were like really, really close friends. I don't know. You know what? Now that I think about it, I feel like they might have been like a lavender marriage. Like Mr. Lazinski, I never could understand what he was. He was just bald and mysterious. If everybody got like a certain grade on something, they would buy like Chinese food and pizza for like everyone. I love the fact that I was a good kid because I was always invited to some type of like luncheon just because like I passed a test or something like that. Ooh, yeah, I actually forgot. Okay, so technically today is Father's Day when I'm recording this, right? But I thought I had an event to go and like record. It was his personal trainer. He tells me about this like Juneteenth fitness thingy. I don't even know. He wanted me to like get some shots of him talking to the customers. I don't know, whatever personal trainers do. I don't know. Now the event was from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I wake up usually at like 9-ish. Yeah, that's really early. Today I woke up and I'm like, okay, I was headed there or whatever. And then I texted him, I'm like, hey, this is my ETA or whatever. And he gonna laugh at the message. And I'm like, nigga, this videography shit is like for play.
This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun.
Sends another message and he like, the event was yesterday. How the fuck did I could have sworn it said, see, also y'all, I am dyslexic. I could have sworn I seen the 21st, put it in my calendar and everything. I felt so fucking bad. But you know what threw me off about it? And I didn't even think nothing was like wrong. He sent me the address on Friday. The next day at like 3:54 p.m., he was like, now you know. Now I'm like, oh, so that's why he said that.
What a moment in history. I'll never forget that.
Feel bad because like I hate when I don't like show up when I'm supposed to. Oh, but also this week I started helping somebody with like a little mini series. I would like to say that I can tell I'm kind of becoming more of like a director. Like I was just kind of like helping him out. Okay, slow down. If you went to school for this stuff, then you know it like the back of your hand. You just talk like you're talking to one of your friends or something like that. Then he was able to like kind of like relax, and then it just kind of flowed more naturally. It makes me feel good that I can make people feel like comfortable. I'm gonna tell y'all. So last week when I dropped episode 5, I was just getting so discouraged. I just kind of been like making really small goals for myself because my YouTube is new. But I've like made sure to post like consistently. Like it's weird. Like for me, this is like therapy. I kind of just get to yap and then y'all can listen to it later. For episode 4, and got like a lot of good feedback. And I only wanted to break 50 views, but I actually ended up getting 67. I'm like, yes. So yeah, I was really happy about that. I'm like, okay, they fucking with me, a little bit. And I know it's like when you look online, like for anybody that's trying to like start anything, it's just like, oh, okay, like 63 views. But when you really think about it, if there was 63 niggas in my fucking house right now, I would have to call the cops. Like that's a lot of niggas packed up in here. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just really happy to just like, keep kind of breaking my little small goals that I make for myself. Like, yeah, even if people didn't watch the whole thing, I think I still appreciate the fact that somebody will like come, look, at least leave like a like, it just adds on to the views. So I'm like, shit, all right, cool. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, I don't know. I was just like feeling a little bit discouraged. Like, I hope this pays off because it's not that I'm expecting to just like blow up overnight. You know what I mean? But I haven't really seen myself like complete a process to where there's like a slow build towards something. One thing about me, I'm a quitter. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. But I think I quit those things because I just really wasn't into them like I thought I would be. Like, I got ADHD. I could sell myself a dream in a second. You know what I mean? So it's just like if something looked like a good idea, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I can see myself doing that. And then I'll try it out. And when I start it, I fucking hate it? So I think with this being that it's something that's more creative, and I kind of just try to see how to make my videos like better and better with it, because then I get practice with video editing, trying new things with my camera and all that. So I was like back and forth about posting this past Friday. That's why the post went up like a little later than it was supposed to. I don't know. Should I be doing this? Like, who cares at this point? Y'all know I love ChatGPT. So sometimes I'll just be like, chat, I'm having a real rough day. Like, can you just like show me what my dream life is looking like right now so I can just get a visual or something of where like I could be headed, you know what I mean? So I'll do that so it kind of like gas me up and tell me like all my ideas are good. I remember, right? Back in 2012, I was at Newark Penn Station waiting on my train. This like, I guess, black sidekick wizard came up to me. He was like, how are you doing? Like, I do readings and like, I just feel a reading for you. Can I let you know it? So I was just like, all right, sure, why not? Still got, I can't go nowhere because I'm waiting for the train like you? So whatever. She starts reading and she was like, I see big things for you and you being very successful in something that actually makes you happy and you're not just doing it for the money. She was like, your life will be really rich. And I feel like this might be it because I am really not consistent with things after a month. I'm telling you. So I told y'all I grew up poor or whatever. So my mom, we used to have to get our groceries from like the 99-cent store or like Dollar Tree. This back when it was really just like $1, right? But oh my gosh, I was in a bind at one point in my life, right? And I had to start buying stuff from the Dollar Tree because, I had to save some money. Daycare wasn't cheap. Got to do what you got to do, right? This is the difference though. When my mom used to go to like 99-cent stores and Dollar Tree, they didn't really have many like name brand things. Now in Dollar Tree, you can find like name brand cereal, all this shit. Like it's just in like a smaller size than it usually would be. I think that's how it's so cheap. I don't know. I had to start picking up like just little small things or like, juice. Yada, yada. For as far as meat goes, I obviously would go to like Kroger because I don't know if I really trust any meat sold in 99-cent stores, like, or Dollar Tree even. And like, listen, I'm a diehard fan of Dollar Tree. I'll never work there. But if they was to say like, oh, Dollar Tree is like closing down, I would be out there marching for sure because like Dollar Tree done got me through some times. I'm telling you. You know what it is? It's like for me, I don't forget where I came from. So I know if I'm ever in like some shit financially, it's gonna take nothing for me to like cut back. Cause I'm like, I know where I came from. Like, look, I ate 99-cent groceries and I'm completely normal. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm in uniform. This is when I was in the Navy. I'm in uniform, whatever. I went there after work because I had to like pick up just like a couple things. So then this old ass lady come up to me and she was just like, here you go. And she gives me like $10. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like usually I'm so awkward when it comes to like taking money from people. So every day I'm just kind of like robbing this nigga just because like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Like, I don't know. Even though I'm a giver myself, it's kind of weird like receiving it. That's crazy, right? I had a point. This is a time in my life where like really just trying to accept everything that like I'm receiving that, the universe and God is like bringing to me. So I'm like, shit, I'll take the money. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I put it in my pocket, right? So then I remember it was another time. This is like within the same week, y'all. Like it was crazy. So like a few days later, I'm in Kroger and I'm getting my daughter some like little lunchable thingies and just little shopping stuff, right? It was payday. That's why I was up in there. But anyways, yeah. So I'm like going through the Lunchable, old ass white lady, right? Comes and rolls up to me and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. Mind y'all, I'm in uniform. So then she's like, are your children okay? I want to be very clear about this, right? Livy was not with me. So when she said, are your children okay? I'm like, do I know this white lady? Like, who is this? I'm really trying to think, like go through my white people files in my head, but I'm like, nah, she don't ring a bell. I got the same look on my face. I'm like, how the fuck you know I got like children? Like, are you here to take me away or something? Like, what's going on? She was like, I hate to see it. Then I was like, what? So then she like goes into her purse and opens her wallet and gives me $20, but she like put it in like this and then crumbled my hand and she held it and she said, I hate to see service members struggling. They don't pay you guys enough. And then she walked away. And I'm like, it's giving poor? How the fuck you just gonna come up to me? Like, I don't know if she just needed like one good black deed of the day, but yeah, she like really crumbled it up like it meant something to me. What the fuck is going on? I mean, granted, I took the 20 to be very clear, right? But I'm giving poor in uniform. Like, how she know I don't got no money? That's an original experience. If you continue to give temporary solution
to the poorest of the poor, to the poorest of the poor.
Oh, I had seen something on TikTok today. Y'all ever be wondering, like, what your nickname is in whoever is like group chat? Because I know I be having some names. What do people be calling me? I know it be some shit because I be pissing niggas off. Yes, I do. I know I either gotta be crazy. Oh, I know I was definitely Navy. I wish I could pick my own nickname. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your host, Alicia B, and I will see y'all next time.
And ain't nobody realer, and ain't nobody realer. Go, 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 go.